Hello and good morning. Happy Wednesday? Yes, happy Wednesday. So I checked. Esitsu, hello. How are you doing today? Zilby is kind of here. He's in the other room though, so he's not really visible. Lack of music today. Okay. I can hear music. Desktop audio is there. I set it to track 6, hoping that that would go out to the VOD. Sorry, go out to the stream, but not the VOD. And apparently that's not the case. Uh, to Twitch. I want basically stream only, not VOD. It's a lot of non Twitch related stuff. I might have to look at this later. Me, I could put it back. I haven't gotten a chance. I only uploaded the VOD yesterday, so I think it's gonna show up tomorrow. Uh, so I haven't got any feedback on it from YouTube people. But there was definitely music there. I think it was slightly loud too. Let's put it back on track 1. All right, can you hear that? Let me drop that down just a little bit too. Yep. Okay. So I'm doing chill hop. The Twitch soundtrack application is shut down now, so I can't use them anymore. And they had this entire thing set up that worked, where it would only go to the VOD, only go to the stream, but not the VOD, which is unfortunate. And I'm not exactly sure how that worked. I think it was using a plugin of some kind. But I'll maybe research this a little bit later. Until then, let's see. We figured out yesterday the middleware, so we actually can get the data out, which is nice. What I want to do then, I would love to have the we should probably set it up for this to also only guard specific routes that we want to. So that will be maybe another thing. Let's add that into the test so I don't forget. Hi. What's up? Sylvie, you want to come here? Sylvie. Did you want to come here or no? He's acting like he's never seen that thing before, but it's been here for a while now. I think he just noticed it. Unless there's a spider on it. Maybe that could be it too. All right. So what were we doing? Right. So we have mirrors validated JSON, responsive 400 and nothing's passed in, which we have going on right now. I want does not guard safe route, like not guard public route. So not guard unrelated route. Unrelated. Oh, we could do a get to this. That will be fine. So why aren't you giving me anything? I feel like everything was fine and happy for like a little tiny bit of time. And now it's not. Okay, fine. We're gonna restart the LSP. Meanwhile, you can see Sylvie is just really interested in whatever's behind there. That's one of his hiding places. Stacking, hello. Look at me being a productive member of society in a Wednesday, and I don't like it. That sounds about right. You went to check the VOD and the music is back there. Yeah, I put it back onto track 1, which it was on track 1 before. I just don't know how to convince it to not show up. So, I mean, I think it's okay. I want to get a little bit of feedback. Pika, hello. Yes, I am. Names of technology that you are currently using. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit concerned this isn't doing anything for me. Everything was fine for a second. Hold on. Do a get. Okay, so you're happy with that. You want the URL. There we go. Now I can await. Now it's a result. Now it's okay. Now I get the response. Great. And then I want the status. So I want this to be a 200, but it's going to be a 400. My guess is. Okay, so if I run with you, you fail. We got a 400, but we wanted a 200. So the reason for this is we have this, we have our middleware that's guarding this function, and it's guarding you. And so it's not even getting to the route. So it's not hitting it at all. I could do um was it layer route layer, which wouldn't run this because this is a 400, right? So we can, but it doesn't really matter at this point in time. So let's add in the route though. Oh, I'm in tests. That's why. Unrelated. Yeah, that's the perfect name for a route. Oh, there is. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. There is a spider that Zilby might be is pushing his nose against. I want to go take care of that really quickly. All right, I am back. I didn't take it outside yet. It's trapped under a glass on the carpet. So as long as Zilby doesn't knock over the glass, we're fine. Which I'll have to keep an eye on that. I know, just Zilby things. You can sort of see the glass. It's on the left hand side. Zilby. He's thinking about it. Zilby. All right. I do know. It's a very okay. He is gonna knock it over, isn't he? Okay, fine. Fine. I'm gonna go deal with it permanently. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, took it outside. If I had a less top heavy glass, that would have been perfect. It would have worked out really well. Now Zilby is gonna want to search everywhere in here for spiders. I even try to show it to him as I'm taking it out. It's like, I'm removing the spider. And he's like, nope, don't believe you. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, right. We're creating this thing. So I want to go to our routes mod, and we're going to bring this in. I'm going to bring this in up above here, so it's the first one. Unrelated. Okay, so if I do that, then at least it should hit, not give a 400. So here's unrelated. We still get this. We have the body is empty. Unrelated status 400 now. Okay, so it's not a, well, yeah, it's still 400. Now, what we want to do is I want to make it so that we do a combination route thingy. I don't remember what it's called. There's a builder thing we can use that will apply the layer, I believe, just to this route. I think that's going to be important for us. So that's what we're doing today. I think that's going to be under the routing section. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not then. Okay, let's go to middleware. It's not exactly what I was going for either. Might be something to do with this, like, from request parts. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. You haven't touched Axum in so long, you forget to navigate the beast we call the docks. Yeah. It really goes to show the do you remember it was like a year or two ago there was this big push of like, why do we need external docks? The docks of Rust are great. It's perfect. Just put all the docks in there. That's all the docks you need. But I think what we've realized is that's not true. Having external websites and books and other things is a supplement to the docs. Like, we need good docs, like these docs, and we need docs on top of that. We need all the docs. Okay, it is recommended to use Tower Service Builder to apply multiple middleware at once. Okay, so get that. Can I do that to a single route though? Like, can I choose to have like a specific middleware just for a route? That'd be really nice. Which I wonder if I can do. So we have layer service builder. Let's go take a look at that. Which is in Tower. Routes are stack based, so you include a route after the layer. It won't apply to the stack. Yeah. Totally understand about the nap thing. No, I get that. I do get that. So there's no route in here, right? No. Then in that case, I think I want nested router. So the way I'm thinking about it, check method router. Yeah, let's check method router. Is that part of Axum or Tower? Method router. A service that accepts requests based upon a method filter and allows chaining additional handlers and services. There is a layer method in there. Okay. So method router with state string new. Okay, this is all inside of, so okay, new route. Oh, route to this one slash get handler on method filter delete other handler. That's not quite what I was going for, I think. I think what I really want is like a sub router, nested router. Well, maybe what I would really like is I would like to say, now this is a pattern that I'm grabbing from other frameworks such as Laravel. I think that you can get this from the other big ones like Spring Boot and Ruby on Rails. You can also do this tight like in Express. So you can sort of like choose specific middlewares to apply to. So the idea here is that what if I want to create and extract out my guard to not be in the handler. So that way when the handler runs, we just totally trust all the data coming in. That's great, right? So I write this custom middleware. I only want it to apply to one of the routes. So I want it to apply to this mirror, but not unrelated. Now, if I have like two of these, let's say, then I would have to do something like this, but then this one will apply to this route too, which is not what I want. So I want a middleware just to apply to this one route and a different middleware to just apply to this one route, essentially. That's what I want to go for. Get layer, can I do that? Let's find out. So if I can do post. Ooh, layer. Okay, I can do that. So layer. Throw you in there. Let's see if that works. Yeah, okay. That does work. Perfect. So it's simpler than I was thinking. It's simpler than I was thinking. So basically we can now apply a layer to a specific route. So if it's going to match this route, then we're going to go ahead and run this. If it's going to match this route, there's no other layer for it. So we can now say, okay, this is how we can then do like authentication type stuff or anything else if we want. Like it allows us to write custom middleware for it. So I'm happy about that. Thank you, Asitsu. All right. So we're happy with that. That's we're not guarding a certain route. We respond to 400. Nothing is passed in. And then they also do have a nested layer. So I was taking a look at this. We have a nested router, but is there a nested layer? There's the route service or layer service or service builder that allows me to do multiple layers at the same time. Not that, I want this search. So there's nest service. Was it that nest service? Which we could find in middleware, I think. With service builder new, so we do a dot layer service builder new, and that allows us to handle multiple layers all together. Is that what you're talking about? Nested layers? Can't remember anymore. You'd have to play around with the docs again to remember how to find anything. That is the problem that I've noticed with this. Is it's rough when like discoverability and like rediscoverability is a thing. Like you have to memorize a lot more in Axum, I feel. I don't know if that's due to it using a ton of macros. I think it's mostly due to like not having really good documentation to like sort of go in and just like refresh and look at. The general idea of Axum is great. It's actually really easy to sort of wrap my mind around in general what's going on and how it works. It's just the specifics that I'm like, ooh, what was like the exact word to use to like tell it to like apply a layer, like things like that. Okay, so I want to err on, well, partial object. So if I'm putting a partial object in there, I want that to err out too. Um, so well, this should spawns with 400 when um when not required part of object, when required part of JSON is not passed in. It's a weird way of putting it. So it's going to be the same thing. So we're going to go to mirror. In this case, I do want the JSON, which is going to be the coding editor request. What? No. Coding editor request. I want new. Oh, there is no function for that. Can I default this? You don't have a default. Let's go change that. Where's my type? Oh, types. These are all options, so I should be able to get away with the default. Default. Okay, so give me that. Then the object exists, but it's all none. So it's basically an empty object. We can change one of them, right? So we can do. Ooh, I know what I could do. What? You don't know how to? Okay. Why are you upset? You're upset because I don't have the things. Okay, so name, editor type, rating. So let's give it a name. Oh wait, maybe the name is okay. Name is allowed, so we'll do name. Gonna be a sum. We'll do helix. And then everything else. Will be default. So that'll be none. Why are you upset? Oh, because I'm not returning okay. Okay, great. So I get that. Let's create our response. You need to be referenced, don't you? Okay, so we do that. We want our status. Okay, so we got a 200. We wanted a 400. We got a 200 because our middleware is basically saying, "Hey, congratulations, you have an object here. We have the body, so we get through this thing. We have the body, and then we just create. And we're just like, okay, let's go on. We're good. We're good to go. That's not necessarily what we want to do. What we'd like to do is now validate that we have all the parts of the body that we want. Okay, so how can we do that? I guess at this point we want to. I wonder if I want to put like a validate on the object itself, like on the type. Because then we grab this out. Oh, I do want to have an object in there, I think, too. If I attempt to turn it into a if I attempt to parse this into a Rust, like the actual Rust document, I think that would work. What did I use before? Does anybody remember what I used for validation? This has a lot of downloads. There's a Surday validator. It's not used too much, but it's been updated a month ago. Let's take a look at this really popular one. So trait that the validate derive will implement. Okay, so we have a validate derive here. We're going to validate that this type is email, that this type is phone, that it's URL. Okay, so that's nice. Oh, then we can do like this minimum length equals 1. Did we use this one? This looks really similar to what we used. I bet this work. Oh, and then we can have a custom validate user unique username. Sounds appropriate. Okay, so let's. Yeah, and they have a ton of these. This is great. And I remember we're probably gonna have to run into something where it's like a none. But it's for the README. So we have instructions. Okay, to pass this assessment, I should be updating these as I'm going through and doing them. We want to. We're gonna have the type there. And I can have like the mirror in there, so it can be create middleware that will validate the what is it called again? Coding editor object, I think. Okay, validate the coding editor object. Make sure that the middleware is not validating on unrelated route. I think that's got that right there. The object itself, or so you need to write validation. Okay, so I want to pull this. Where are you? Okay, so we're in source. Now the middleware, the README is outside, right? So we have a README right here. I want to go into source types. Okay, source types. So just that. Okay, so how do I want to validate you? I can do this to the real, just the normal data too, right? So I can bring in validate. So validator. Already comes with the command. I want the derive. I want to go into the types here. And we want to add validate to this type. Okay, so you're happy now, except you're not really doing any validation stuff yet. So then I can say, okay, everything that should be. So this is, I don't need to do custom. We know it's going to be a string, so that should be fine. So email length. Okay, so we probably want a length. Oh, so I can do all of these like separately like that. Is that right? No, I could do them together. So I could do something like this. So validate the length is min1. I don't think I need to have a max. Okay, so min max equals, so minimum is all I care about. Don't need a range, don't need much contains red. Okay. Test whether the option T field is sum. So required. Wait. How do we use required? Is that just required true? Does it show? Oh no, it's just simple like this. Required. So something like that. So I want name to be required. Editing type is gonna be this enum. So I can say something like validate that you're required. And then I will probably want to validate. Well, if you're required, it has to be one of these things. That's fine. We'll let the type system help us out here too. Rating is not required, but I can have like a min and max. So validate. I think it wasn't size. So it's not length. I think it's range. Yeah, so we have range, min equals 1, max equals, okay, so range, min equals, let's do 1, max equals like 5. Installed, this is not required, added to Boolean, so we'll be fine with that. Although an option bool, I wonder, we could do this as, I can make this required. Required, so it'd be option false, essentially. So if I do that, you're happy so far. So then in our guard, I want to now validate you. Ooh, I'm going to have to head out pretty soon. I would love for this to just work. Okay, so match, sign up data, validate. So I need to turn it into the thing that it is. So we need to JSON parse it. Can we get that out? Can we do part of the extractor from the request? So we have the body bytes. I get the string body. We have you there. So I want to do let our Oh, I'm gonna need to use. Okay, we need to pull in JSON. So it's cargo add Serde JSON. Nope. So assert a JSON from stir. Your reference, we hand you the string body. You need to be, you're going to be the coding editor, I think. I think it was bad request, right? Yeah. Okay, that gives us the coding editor, and then let's just, I guess, debug this. So I think I'm out of time, so we'll just do a tracing debug, and we'll see the coding editor. When in doubt, HTTP cat it out. That's right. Oh, HTTP cat. If anyone, I don't know if I'm gonna know. Is that one of those? What is that? Oh, it's always so cute. I want to we should create one of these. We could do like a community pets. Uh like something like this. That'd be great. All right, what was I doing? Where am I going? Okay, so tracing the bag, commanders, extract that. Okay, so can I see that this works? Yeah, here we go. Coding editor as a struct. Coding editor request, name some helix, editor type some twee, rating some 5, and then the other one is, so the second one where it's like part of it, so some helix, editor type none. Oh, I did helix before. Oh, I totally forgot that I already did helix. Editor type none, rating none, installed none. Okay, so that seems to be working so far. Then it would theoretically we could just do a debug on this. We could just say let valid. Editor dot validate. Oh, valid doesn't give me anything back out of here. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't give me anything else. Oh, but if it does, it has the validation errors. Oh, so I need to handle that. Ah, okay. So this should show up problems. So we're not going to get that. Then we should see these error validating and solid validation errors required value null. Oh, installed required value. Editor type required value. Okay, so perfect. So we've got like the beginnings of this. We've got it set up for us. So we can move on from there. So this is a good stopping place for us now. All right, so we are added validator library. We're kind of validating, but we need to actually like do a little bit better validation of some kind. I mean, having it just return a 400 probably is okay for right now, and then logging out what that is, I'm okay with that as it were for right this second. That being said, I went over by like 15 minutes. I normally am supposed to stop around 6:45 to make it like a nice short 45-minute stream. But this was fun. We got some stuff done. We took out a spider. You know, all the fun things that you're supposed to do in a stream. So I need to go off. I'm heading into the office today. That's why I have to do a shorter stream. I'll be back tomorrow for hopefully the normal length stream, and then I'll start at around 6 a.m. Mountain Time for that, and then we go for about 2.5 hours or so. So with that, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye.